What's up, bitty man? Star Bronco with the Frog coming at you with another reaction video, guys. It's a documentary style video today from the man Footy Frontier. Go ahead, subscribe to him, get him to 25,000 subscribers. He make live at videos, I already know. The most disappointing nation in football history. England boys, it's coming home this year, ain't it? Y'all ain't cue me with that, boy. We got England, the supposed inventors of football, who just cannot and will not get a goddamn trophy in their own sport, in their own profession. They won the World Cup one time in 1966, and I heard that was shrouded in controversy. Like super duper. Like after I started reacting to more and more videos, I forgot exactly what the controversy was. I'm pretty sure that World Cup was at home and it was a lot of favorable calls or whatever that went our way, allegedly. Y'all keep getting close. Y'all keep making it to like Euro finals back-to-back years. 2020, y'all was in the Euro final with Italy, and it didn't come home. That bit went to Rome. And then this past year, y'all was in that hole with Spain. Young Bucks, Yamal, Nico Williams was on that damn ass. Spain ended up winning the Euros instead. World Cup, y'all made it nowhere near the goddamn World Cup final. That leads us to today's video, the most disappointing nation in football history. Let's see what go down.
After winning the World Cup in 1966, England have failed to get back to those highs, and the team became known for bottling it at the most important moments. Did their golden generations disappoint on the biggest stage? Or were other teams simply better? This is the story of the failure of England's golden generations.
Oh, look at all these different moments right here. I know a lot of these. There's David Beckham getting that red card in the
most important
whatever round they was against Argentina. I'm pretty sure. I don't know about the Wayne Rooney.
Disappoint on the biggest stage, or were other teams simply
Booyaka, yeah, we remember this one. The boys missed the penalties, and you know, all the little racial slurs and whatnot. All the black players, ironically, ended up missing their pen, and that's when all the racial slurs started pouring in, boy. They made worldwide news right there.
Of England's golden generations.
Shout out Booyaka Saka, though.
Like Rooney's, the Owens, Gerrard, Lampard, Beckham. We should have won a World Cup that year.
So if you're looking at good players on paper, it doesn't mean the dynamics in the group's going to come together.
Yeah.
We was going the wrong way down a road of how we believe football should be played.
They were leering. Ooh. Shout out Footy Frontier. This seemed like a real documentary.
30 years after winning the World Cup on home soil, football came home once again, as England hosted Euro 96.
It's an extraordinary time for English football fans, of course.
You're at home in front of your own crowd in a major championship. That doesn't happen very often.
Let me guess. Did England end up getting grouped in their own Euro hosting? I can't even talk because United States. So actually, I can talk because we not in our prime of football yet. We haven't arrived. We still in our infancy phases in terms of football. It's gonna get much and much bigger, especially with the World Cup approaching. But we did get grouped in the Copa America. Yeah, but it's not the same.
Happens once in your career if you're lucky.
The Three Lions were by no means one of the favourites, but there was still pressure on them to deliver for the fans.
Yeah.
I was here in '66 when they did it the last time, and they're going to do it
buddy.
again.
I wonder if he's still alive.
And this pressure seemed to get to them in their opening game.
The nerves of the first game are absolutely crushing.
We didn't play brilliantly, you know, and I put that down to the pressure.
England just seems so preppy and just
really disappointing result for us, and we never got any momentum at all within that first game.
Just like that, the stakes had risen before their next game against rival Scotland.
Scotland gave them their word.
Desperately needed someone to rise to the occasion. And soon enough, they got their man.
Boom! Yes. Sombrero into a boomy boom.
Gasser's moment there, that was special. This fella is the one that might be able to get his hands on the trophy on behalf of England.
The perception of everything just changed. You know, the people was positive, the press were positive.
And England have taken a huge
step. He hit that when Scotland used to be good back in the day.
Had the talent to take England all the way, but in order to top their group, England needed to defeat the team who were champions 8 years prior. That team was the Netherlands.
They can't win the World Cup. Ooh, look at that squad right there. I know anybody? Hell no, I'm serious. Nah, that's Bergkamp right there, ain't it? I say I gotta know one of these dudes.
Holland at that time sort of had Ajax in the mid-90s, great players. Don't forget, half of this team has won the Champions League the year before. This is the calibre of opposition that we're talking about.
Terry would make us watch videos of Holland because he knew that the Dutch game would be a massive game for us.
The Dutch seemed clear favourites to come out on top, and yet in the space of 90 minutes, all of this would change.
It's 1-0 England! Sheringham!
Ooh, they whooped Nelson's ass.
Sheringham in again, and Shearer!
Oh, yeah, they whooped their ass.
Sheringham, it's 4!
4 of them?
England's 1, England 4.
And England took them on at their own game and wiped the floor with them.
And in '96, you know, we completely outclassed the Dutch. You know, it's supposed to be total football.
We changed our system a little bit just to combat what they did, and it works brilliantly.
After topping their group, England laid the foundation for a potential appearance in the final.
It just seemed as it went along that we were almost destined. After all that had kicked off beforehand, we were destined to get to the final. You know.
But in order to get there, they needed to do it the hard way. They needed to take down Germany.
Golden goal. So whoever scored a
damn
goal,
Germans. And they had the golden goal. Hey, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I rock with golden goal heavily when it comes to extra time. Instead of all of that playing an extra 30 minutes. Nah. Next team who scored wins, man. That's sudden death. Now, if the next team who scored don't win within 30 minutes, then yes, you go to pins. But all that extra time, nah, bro. I like golden goal.
I'm sure there's many a football team that's said what ifs and so close over the years. We are just another one of those teams.
It weren't even inches, was it? It was like centimetres.
England needed to win the penalty shootout.
Yeah, that was that close to winning that hole.
As things went to sudden death,
still got the
Gareth
the
Southgate needed to score.
Southgate, whoa. Well, it kind of do make sense that, you know, players, managers are ex-players, so yes, that makes sense. Well, not there. I don't think I think Mourinho was a player too. Well, never mind. I'm not surprised.
As things went to sudden death, Gareth Southgate needed to score.
Of course he missed.
Regret, remorse.
Of course he missed.
Under pressure.
So it seems like because, you know, Southgate is a manager now, he's not that popular as a manager. Well, he's not their manager no more. Didn't y'all fire him? I don't know. But Southgate as a manager was very not revered. I wonder, was he revered as a player? Maybe not well after this. So when they hired him as a manager, I wonder, was people like, Southgate, that's the bloke who missed the pin in the Euros, you know, and you think we finna win under him? Hey.
Under that huge spotlight is hard professionally to take.
Wow, that's it. We're out.
We missed as a team. Not Gareth, we missed collectively.
We have to face those things. We can't hide from them. I can't hide from the fact that happened.
Should anything differently have been done?
Yeah, football should be more than just practicing penalties. At the end of it, it should be knowing full well who are the best penalty takers from 1 to 23. We never done that.
Someone said to me a long while ago, what doesn't destroy you completely only makes you stronger. And he'll find that. I said to him, he's got a week to cry and he's got to get back in the game again.
You should always remember obviously the good, but I can't do nothing but think of that.
As for England, well, they went out at the semi-final stage on the wrong side of a penalty lottery. Germany may have won Euro 96, but under Terry Venables, England have regained a lot of respect at international level.
Unfortunately for England, something happened in '98 that will never be forgotten.
The red card.
England are playing Argentina at a World Cup for the first time since the Hand of God game in 1986.
All the people around you say, we've got to beat the Argentines.
This team 2 years later looked completely different than the other team that was on there. Is Southgate through these people right here? You got two black dudes in the mix, and then you got David Beckham.
86. All the people around you say, we've got to beat the Argies.
I remember Diego putting his hand on the back of my head, and then I just reacted.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, he's taking another card out for Beckham. It's a red card.
David made a mistake, no question about that, but Simeone totally took advantage of
that
that mistake as well.
England, hold on. It's time for the ultimate test.
Oh, look at his face. Oh, look at this. I love the way that happened. This is cinema right here. The camera didn't pan to the goalkeeper, the ball getting blocked. You don't need to pan. You just see the ball coming back at him. Oh, that is cinnamon.
Batty's penalty was saved, and the penalty shootout curse for England.
You can't blame David, man.
Second in 2 years that we got knocked out on penalties.
Hey, you can't blame David for that, bro. Y'all still had the chance to win. It still went to penalty shootout. Y'all still had the game in y'all hands. And I mean, even if he was still on the team, it still could have went to pens. You never know. Boys miss their pens.
You feel empty.
Yeah, they just needed a scapegoat.
It's a mistake that he's made. I think what led after for the next few years, I think for me personally, that was the most difficult time for me in my career.
To lose another penalty shootout was crushing for both the fans and the players.
People weren't really talking to each other. Everyone just left. People were just so deflated. I've never seen anything like it, really. It was dreadful.
We got no heart there.
I don't think it's a pressure thing. It's not a pressure for taking the penalty. I think we just gotta, believe that we can win.
Nah, buddy, that's Mr. Ashley Cole, right? It definitely is a pressure thing, bro. It has. Well, I guess you could say, yeah, it has something to do with believing. The more confident you are, does kind of heighten the chance that you get a proper strike on the ball. But if the goalkeeper guesses correctly, he guesses correctly. He don't feel. Well, a goalkeeper could feel an aura depending on who's taking the pen. Like if Haaland, if he step up and take a pen, boy, my mama, goalkeeper like, God damn it, he's finna smash it, isn't he? But if you ain't got that aura, you just ain't got that aura. It don't matter if you could believe what you do or not. Some keepers can just block them hoes. Emi Martinez, he could just block them hoes, bro.
In penalties.
But the misery was far from over for England. At Euro 2000, they failed to even make it past the group stage.
We have no one else to blame. We don't have the fans to blame. The fans in the stadium in all 3 games have been absolutely magnificent.
My last ever game for England.
Was it? Mm-hmm. So it should be losing that.
Yeah.
This was rock bottom for England. With star striker Shearer retiring, England desperately needed a new generation of players to rise to the occasion. They needed a golden generation.
Arguably the most
David Beckham set piece.
Footballer in the world. Yes!
Goal.
Without doubt, one of the most emotional moments for me because it was such
from the red
a
card.
highly charged game.
Beckham had redeemed himself from '98, sending England to the 2002 World Cup.
What an amazing turnaround from only 12 months earlier. Sven-Göran Eriksson had achieved what many thought impossible. England's new vibrant team can look forward to the World Cup with confidence.
2002 would mark the arrival of a new crop of talent. Beckham was already one
of the best. They swear out there looking like Justin Bieber.
I
got that Justin Bieber, please believe it.
Beckham.
Look at that boy. Oh yeah, he had that swag for sure. Why y'all play these days ain't got this swag like this, man? That boy Philip wish he was goddamn David.
He was already one of the best in the world.
He got the little eyebrow
Michael
part.
Owen had won the Ballon d'Or in 2001 at just 21.
Michael Owen is that guy. Michael Owen was the child superstar, destined to be a top player in the world.
But there were plenty of young lions ready to emerge. Rio Ferdinand, Steven Gerrard and Ashley Cole, just to name a few.
I'm sorry. Got my black dudes mixed up again. So the dark-skinned, bald-headed black dude, his name wasn't Ashley Cole. I forgot his name. But I definitely know him because he was on my Ultimate Team on EA 24 or FIFA 24. This is EA first year. So, I don't know, bro. I forgot what's that black dude name, bro. Damn.
Hope was finally in the air again.
The 2002 World Cup. And Japan and South Korea are determined to put on a grand show.
England were optimistic heading to Asia, which eventually would lead to their possible salvation.
You can smash them now. Beckham has scored for England. England have beaten Argentina.
They finally did it.
For the first time since
1966.
Because in the group stage, the Three Lions scored sweet revenge against Argentina. But in the quarter-finals, it was time to buckle up. Because standing in their way was none other than Brazil.
Incredible team. Extremely talented, technically miles better than we were.
Ronaldinho takes, and David Seaman's come off his line, and Brazil take the lead.
Yeah.
Seaman had forgotten how to jump, and England were...
That's his last name, Seaman?
Take the lead.
Seaman had
Seaman. I always felt S-E-A-M-E-N. Boy, I know people was clowning his ass as a kid in
How
school.
to jump, and England were heading out of the World Cup.
I remember getting to the halfway line and then looking down and I just saw all the England fans and then I just got like so emotional.
You look at that team.
Add Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, you think that's a golden generation.
Roberto Carlos.
What a team.
Brilliant team.
Yes, we were a world-class team, but that is like a super world. Could you imagine having a front three like that?
Yeah, we could have beaten them and maybe we should, but they were the best team in the World Cup.
England was so close to glory, but they always seemed to be outclassed by another golden generation. Thankfully, in the next few years, they would have their own generation ready to take on the world.
Wayne Rooney.
England's confidence was sky high heading into Euro 2004, and this confidence paved the way for an incredible performance against France, winners of the previous tournament. However, all this euphoria was about to come crashing down, because in stoppage time in the second half, who else but Zidane to score 2 goals
all
to
these
break
legends,
English
man.
hearts.
I should have lost that game easily.
But there was no reason to panic just yet, as England's new stars would soon make their mark in the tournament.
And Rooney's onside. And they're expected here. And he delivers.
Wayne Rooney to make it 3-1 against Hrvatska.
Lampard. Yes.
Oh, 4-2. This was a cracker. Cracker of a game.
Sensation Wayne Rooney broke onto the scene in spectacular fashion, and Frank Lampard of Chelsea gave England even more firepower in midfield.
But multi-talented players, if they can just get it all together. And of course, you've got Wayne Rooney.
Our fans were all of a sudden excited because it was that Gaza excitement about having a player like Wayne playing for England, and that was really when he
I thought he would put a backflip, boy. I was finna say, Wayne, I ain't know you had backflips in your arsenal, baby. That boy did a damn cartwheel.
That was really when he announced himself to the world.
You better flip that shit.
There was a feeling then that we have got the best player in the world here.
With Rooney leading the attack, England believed they had every chance of winning the Euros. Unfortunately, in the quarter-final, a new problem emerged.
He got hurt.
I knew straight away.
Damn.
Something had gone. I heard the pop. I felt it.
Suddenly, the nation falls quiet.
Damn
After
injuries,
just 20
bro.
minutes, England's star player was substituted. And England did England things.
Yeah, losing it a pins to Portugal.
The party is over for England.
We've lost on penalties again, and that's
they cursed.
Euro 96.
That's all you can say. England is cursed when it comes to them penalties, because guess what? It's going to keep on going into the Euro 2020s.
France 98 and now Euro 2004, and it's 3 times, and very cruel every time.
I believe the form I was in.
They need to dedicate.
Confidence.
They need to dedicate whole practices to just shooting pins. They need like a uniform, like team-wide penalty formulation. Not formulation. They need like a league-wide penalty strategy. Yes, a team-wide strategy in terms of taking them pins, bro. Cause this is nuts.
I had. If I stayed fit, I believe we would have won it.
So when Rooney got injured, we struggled. But yeah, that's part of football, of course.
What do you regret? Not being successful with them. And not playing well enough with them, to be honest with you.
It felt like a door was opening.
Who played when Rooney was gone?
Rooney. Anything felt possible. And then, whoosh, it was gone.
Then that's when he started gaining weight and
Unfortunately,
stuff, huh?
this wouldn't be the last of Rooney's injury troubles for England. The 2006 World Cup, a tournament that England were expected to go far in.
With Wayne Rooney struggling with a metatarsal injury, I think it was, Michael Owen had played very little football.
You want to play. You want to play for your country.
He got injured again,
I think
right?
we were ready to win the big tournament 2006. I can't see any team which were better than we.
In the quarter-final, England had their chance to show just how good they were. This was their chance for redemption from Euro 2004, and the Three Lions started brightly. But in the 62nd minute, something happened that would drastically change the outcome.
And an incident that might have passed
He
off
stomped on
initially.
red card. Oh yeah,
Without
because you
a
remember
card,
Ronaldo?
ends in Rooney being sent
I think
off.
Ronaldo had something to
Rooney
do with
was
it, right?
sent off, and England went on to do
teammates.
England things.
They lost in pins again. Oh my God, bro, this is embarrassing. Who cursed y'all? Somebody cursed y'all. Y'all remember on their strategies? Not strategies. The what was the moments? The football mysteries or something like that. On how somebody from Porto had cursed Porto and was like, bro, y'all not winning nothing else It wasn't Porto. It was Benfica. Somebody on Benfica, one of the OG coaches, like from the 60s or something, they didn't re-sign him. And then he cursed their ass. He say, bro, y'all ain't win nothing else, making no final, nothing. Them boys ain't won nothing else, made no final or nothing. Since then, it was something like that. Somebody had to have cursed y'all. Y'all need to be right and repent.
Whenever I've been in penalty shootouts with Liverpool, I've always believed we'd win. Because we were, even before the penalties were taken, I think, oh, we'll win this. Whereas England, you always thought we'd lose.
I think those players were playing at their peak, were world-class players, and I think that was a real opportunity for us to go and grab a World Cup, and I think everyone will look back at that 2006 with disappointment.
He's coming home there, you're
This was an opportunity for us to go all the way, and when we did, and people started picking at, you know, the team, the players, individuals.
But you've got Rio Ferdinand, John Terry, Sol Campbell, you know, probably at the peak.
Steven Gerrard, one of the best there was, and Frank Lampard, one of the best there was. We never won anything.
So if you're looking at good players on paper, it doesn't mean the dynamics in the group is going to come together.
Yeah, we could have been managed better. There could have been a way to get the best out of us when we were both in our prime.
We played a rigid 4-4-2. So if you've got the best midfielders in the world, you try and get them in a team, a diamond or whatever, you play them. And all of these guys could have been interchangeable within that system.
Tactically, I just think it was a case where we was going the wrong way down the road of how we believe football should be played. What was our patterns of play? Do you remember? No one ever sat me down and gone, right,
I'm not someone who makes excuses. I think you're the same as me. You're always blaming someone else. I hate hearing someone blame someone else. I think he could have done better. I suppose he could.
Numerous people come out and say, well, you know, there was cliques and some players didn't talk to other players. I don't care.
I mean, that's
We couldn't put our finger on it. Maybe everyone was better than us. Other teams were better than us.
That's facts. Like the Brazil team, like at the end of the day, every single year, what they said after they lost in this little clip, oh, I believe this was the year to win it. Oh, if this player had went down, I believe we should have won it. Oh, with the talent we had, I believe we definitely would have won it if this hadn't happened. If this didn't happen. If this red card didn't happen. If this penalty didn't happen. You gotta look inside, man.
We should have won a World Cup that year.
The golden generation had failed miserably, but it was in 2007 where the final dagger was delivered to this group of players.
And England are out of the European Championships. And Wembley is stunned.
When you talk about low points in English football history, this is one of them.
They don't get much lower than this. That's it from us on the night that England failed to qualify
for you. They didn't qualify. Oh,
unfortunately for England, their fortunes didn't turn over the next few tournaments. Whether it was disallowed goals or more penalty failures, England almost seemed cursed.
Bro, he said you can't get no lower than this. Actually, you can. You don't qualify for the World Cup. Look at them at Italy blows. They ain't even qualify. A nation as rich as Italy in history, rich as Italy in terms of football, them boys ain't qualified for 2 World Cups in a row. They better hope that they get to host a World Cup in the sea future after Saudi Arabia do, so they can get an automatic qualification.
What are the mental problems with England set up? We saw again the penalty shootout tonight. Going into it, you just couldn't see England winning it. You see him every week in the Premiership, being, top players, the Gerrards. Gerrard never got a kick tonight.
Don't you think we overhyped the Premier League a bit too much?
Absolutely, of course.
Hey, that's what a lot of the Spanish people be saying. But the thing, when people be like, bro, why do you think the Premier League is the best league in the world? Who has the most Champions League, bro? The La Liga is a 2-team league. You talk about who got the most Champions League? Bro, it's just Barcelona and Real Madrid. That's it. Those 2 teams. Who win the damn La Liga every year? Barcelona, Real Madrid. Barcelona, Real Madrid. Barcelona, Real Madrid. Atleti. Barcelona, Real Madrid. But you can't say who win the Premier League every year, Man City. But still, bro, like, y'all get what I'm trying to say, fool. Ain't anybody trying to hear all that La Liga nonsense.
Start working on kids of 5, 6, 7 years old so that they come through.
But what if there was possible salvation for the 3 Lions?
Here go the current
led by
era.
a man hungrier than anyone for redemption. Because Gareth Southgate was like the remedy to all of England's problems.
Oh, he was?
I made plenty of poor decisions when I was a young player.
So he was like that first?
But it's how you react to that and how you learn from those moments that's important.
He was the ideal person to be the manager that day because of what he'd been through in his own football life. Nobody could have done that better than Gareth.
There's a clear guidelines for the coaches in terms of the way we want to cut.
Oh, look at Jack Grealish's goddamn calf muscles, bro. Them hoes is humongous.
Coach, the way that we expect the sessions to look on the training pitch.
Building belief in the national team, having players that wanted to play.
After reaching the semi-final of the 2018 World Cup, it was proof that Southgate was getting England closer to where they wanted to be. But the next tournament would be even more special, because once again, football was returning home.
The beauty of '96 was not just our games, it's the fact that the football world came to England, and this is a little bit different in that we're at home, so we've got our matches at Wembley, which is brilliant for us.
I think they're going to win it. I think the stars have aligned beautifully. 7 games, 6 of them at home.
And the stars definitely aligned.
Then on to Shaw, big chance for England, Sterling is there again!
I ain't heard his name in a minute.
It's Kane! England have a 2-goal lead!
Because England scored sweet revenge against none other than Germany, and this momentum carried all the way to the final.
Are you better equipped to win a semi-final after your experiences of '96 and 2018?
You should
well,
be.
It should be.
See, should be.
Saved back.
Nice little tap in. Get that out of football.
Yes! 55 years since England last reached a major final. Gareth Southgate will bring England back here on Sunday to face Italy.
But sadly, the fun wouldn't last forever.
Boop. Boom.
And it's saved.
And the woes continue.
Italy are the European champions.
England once again exited a tournament on penalties.
But in the last few weeks, there's just been great pride in this country of what England players have achieved. I
remember when that happened right there. Like I said, I wonder if they're going to bring up the racism or whatnot that all the black players receive. You see that boy Yaka missed that last one. Marcus Rashford missed his. I'm pretty sure Jadon Sancho missed his.
Team have achieved.
The players have had an incredible togetherness and spirit, which I think has brought so many parts of our country together. They should be, and I think they are.
There's a bloke right there. Look at this bloke. Look at the teeth. Yup, that's England through in, throughout.
So many parts of our country together. They should be, and I think they are, incredibly proud of what they've done.
We're now at a point where the team have got to a certain level. There's more expectation, but there's also more evidence for the team that we can do well.
He has done a remarkable job, Gareth, but he hasn't had maybe the players to pick from that previous managers have had. So, the pool of players he's got is, is not as big.
But what if England did have a team that could take on the world? A team that could even be considered as a golden generation.
Jude Bellingham, Champions League winner.
Mesmerising in every sense, on the pitch, off the pitch.
I mean, he's a god. He's absolutely incredible.
The way Kane is playing right now, he's a complete striker. And
he's going to be the top goal scorer for England. He's going to be the top goal scorer ever for Tottenham, and he's probably going to be the Premier League's greatest or most goals there.
And Phil Foden is a total footballer at the highest level, best on the planet right now.
Yeah, I think he is. I really do. I think he's the best in the world. The way he's carrying Manchester City.
England have got Bellingham, they've got Foden, they've got Kane, they've got real talented players, but Foden for me is something really, really, really special. Saka, to be fair, Martin, you can't help but love him. You can't. He's absolutely wonderful, a breath of fresh air.
But I like everything about him, and I think if you want to play for the big teams, what he is capable of beating players.
While England's defence might not be as golden, their attack was certainly gold standard. And the expectation to win Euro 2024 was sky high.
So was.
It seemed like now or never for England.
Boring-ass games in Euro 24.
England seemed to be turning a new leaf, as the penalty shootout problem seemed to be going away. It seemed like destiny for England to finally break the curse.
Sweet. We want to win. We know we've gone close. Semi-final, final. It's pretty clear the next challenge.
For England, the interminable wait
Spaniards!
So close, yet so far.
Spaniard boys.
It wasn't to be.
Gareth Southgate has left as England boss after 8 years in charge.
For someone who's such a top human being, you want them to do so well in life. And he's done a magnificent job. He's left them in a way better position.
Okay,
the New England men's football manager will be the former Chelsea boss, Thomas Tuchel.
We've appointed one of the
this Tuchel the new manager for real? Damn, where the hell was I? I didn't know. I do know that. I lied. I knew that.
Coaches in the world. Our aim is always to win a major tournament, and we believe Thomas gives us the best possible chance to do that.
Thomas Tuchel will have a wealth of talent to help him bring it home. But could England finally get it done? Only time will tell.
Go see. Hey, shout out Footy Frontier. Class ass documentary. Look at the demographics of the England team on how it changed from 20 years ago. That England team 20 years ago was snow white, just nothing but white dudes, and now like 3/4 of the team is black. I know it's probably some Englishmen that's mad about that, boy. Hey, we gonna see what happens, man. Them England boys coming home this year, ain't it? Footy Frontier, the most disappointing nation in football history. Maybe y'all get it together one day, but it's not gonna be the 2026 World Cup in the United States of America. You believe that? I'm out.